Hi, happy full moon eclipse day. So in honor of this full moon eclipse in Scorpio, I'm going to be performing a coconut smashing ceremony. Now, what is a coconut smashing ceremony? Well, it is just that. It is originally a tradition from India whereby you surrender your limits to spirit. The full moon is a great time for this kind of exercise, as the full moon and especially eclipse season is all about releasing, and especially with the eclipse, doors are slamming shut and they're blasting open, right? So we can definitely use a little metaphorical help, as it were. And so the outer shell of the coconut represents your limits that you're trying to break through. And the inner white part represents the limitlessness of spirit, essentially. So what you will need is your coconut, and then you will need flowers to bless the way forward. You're going to cast over the remains of your smashed coconut, and then you will need an appropriate space to do your smashing. But every time, so I've done this quite a bit. This coconut is quite old. I used to have a coconut on standby, well, I guess I do still, but as a coconut on standby all the time. I've smashed a lot of frickin' coconuts doing this thing. It's truly helpful. But every time I teach this, I am asked this question every single time. And the answer is no. Please do not recover the remains of the coconut for consumption. And this really troubles a lot of folks because nobody likes to waste food, right? But if you go to recover and consume the contents of the coconut, you're literally reabsorbing all the karma that you're aiming to release. So, I mean, these things run about $4 Canadian. Consider it a therapeutic investment. Do not reconsume the coconut. And after you've actually smashed the coconut, you want to just leave it open in the atmosphere for a while. If you can't just let it stay in nature and let nature do its thing with it, you can recollect it with like a broom and dustpan later on. When you do smash it, do not let the coconut water onto you, because all that concentrated energy, of course, you want to kind of leave it open out into the atmosphere. You don't want it touching your energy and your being, right? And otherwise, okay, so this is the exercise. So we're gonna take our coconut, and since you're with me now, what we can do together is, like, I'm gonna be concentrating whatever I want to release, but by proxy, you can kind of form your hands as if you're holding your own coconut, and by proxy, channel that over to me into here, and we can do this together, right? So, okay, so limits. So obviously there's lots of money stuff out there, the gas prices. Another thing you can do is anywhere you feel disease on your body, you can roll it on your body and concentrate the energy that way. Anywhere you feel pain, you concentrate it there. So there's people I love out there that are fighting their own battles with health, with their creative ventures, and we're going to put that in there as well. If your love life happens to be making no progress whatsoever, that can go in there as well. The burdens of the world, just put them in here. Put them in here. Right, Birdie? And when you're ready to release, you can throw it with as much passion as you have. If you're feeling sadness, anger, you need to accompany a sound with your throwing, you can do that too. So, another thing I will say too is, this is kind of my own little piece that I've thrown in, but when the coconut smashes, you can kind of observe the way that it smashes as like an oracle. So let's say, for example, if it just crashes wide open, that might represent how open you are to new solutions. If it only kind of punctures in one side, whereby there's only like a little hole and the water just kind of squirts out of one side, it could be that the universe is, you know, needing to really try a little harder to pierce through your noggin, right? Your limitations. And so, but let your intuition guide you as to what the coconut's trying to communicate. And I think we're just about ready to go. Okay, ready? All right. All right, that's our smashed coconut. And now I got my flowers, and we're gonna bless the way forward. All right, that's it. Okay, you don't have to actually do this just at around the full moon or new moon times. This is something you can do at any time that you feel like you've hit a limit, you feel like you've hit a roadblock, or you feel stuck. It's par excellence to do with children, with teenagers, to help release pent-up anger, energy, all of that. Wonderful to also do with your goddess circles or your masculine support circles, anything like this. So otherwise, I wish you the power of the all-knowing observer. And just know that whatever turbulence you're experiencing right now, no turbulence lasts forever, and it will pass. So I send you much love. Happy full moon eclipse. And I'm sending you just all of my love and blessings.